What is up, ghouls and gamers? Rusty with $30 budget MTG back again, and today we're doing something very exciting. We are revealing the Season 2 bracket. That is to say, the 8 decks that will be squaring off to earn the illustrious title of Season 2 champion. Now, with this comes something additionally exciting. We're going to be doing our first giveaway on the channel, actually. Now, to be eligible for the giveaway, you've got to be a subscriber on YouTube, and you've got to be in the Discord, which I'm sure everyone watching this video is already subscribed to the channel. And in the Discord, which honestly, the Discord has been cooking along really, really nicely. As of recording this video, we have 99 folks in there. I think 5 of them are robots that help manage things, so really it's 94, so not quite as exciting as 99, or as actually 99. But when one more person joins, we will be triple digit, including the robots, which we love. So the way this giveaway is going to work, I am going to actually create a Google form, and we are going to do a March Madness style bracket fill out. So basically, we will have the 8 decks here, and you will submit who you think is going to win round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the whole tournament. I'll probably make a Google form for that tomorrow, so that'll be up shortly. You'll be able to access it in the Discord, and I will probably put a link in the YouTube description once I have that created. And anyone that correctly fills out the bracket, anyone who gets all of the games correct, will be entered into a raffle, and I will be giving away a $30 budget vintage deck of your choice, mailed straight from tcgplayer.com to your house. I don't really need fine print because I'm not a business and I'm just a person, but the fine print of this is that it has to be, you know, actually a budget vintage deck. Like, I'm not going to buy you an euro and like $15 worth of sideboard cards. Like, you're going to send a Moxfield link, and I'm going to drop that list in and send it your way. So that's something that's going to happen over the next 8 or 9 weeks once we get this wrapped up. Once I get into the swing of things, I'm hoping to get one video out every week on Friday or Saturday. So as I'm going through this, start thinking about who is going to kick whomst's ass, so that you can fill out your bracket correctly, all right? So with that, we're going to jump into it. And I was talking to someone recently, and they were talking about Magic content creators who used soundboards during streaming. So like if they rip a hot top deck, they'll like play applause like from a sitcom or they'll have like drum rolls. And anyway, we decided that if I ever do that, I need to immediately have all of my equipment taken away and be not allowed to show my face on the internet ever again. So we're not going to have a drum roll, but if we did have a drum roll, this is where it would be. And starting us off, the first deck is going to be, drum roll, Goblins. So this is going to be Riley's Red Black list. Originally, I was going to do my Dirty Kitty, my Fecundity Red Green list, but quite frankly, Riley has been killing people with Red Black Goblins, so we're going to do that one because it's better. So that'll be the first deck. It'll be squaring off against 8 Cast. You love it, you know it. There is a deck tech around if you want to go see it. And I'm not going to include lists in this video. Some of them are being finalized, like I might change the 8 Cast list a little bit. There's a couple that have to be brought into budget, which, speaking of, for you Goblins enjoyers, and actually this doesn't apply to Riley, which is cool, we had some more discussion about stickers and attractions, and basically what we decided was that you have to pay for them. You can price them on Moxfield, and we did look, the Mind Goblin sticker that gives you access to 6 vowels is actually 34 cents, with the average price of just a generic like 4 vowel sticker being like 17 cents or something, which means that there is supply and demand, right? The better one is more expensive, and Moxfield has a section for them, so we're just going to do that. And really the main reason is I don't see a downside to actually pricing it properly. I think that if we didn't include prices for them and someone lost in a big tournament to a sticker deck, it could feel kind of weird and icky, and they would think, why didn't you have to pay for this card? I thought you had to pay for cards in this format. Whereas if we do pay for them, then so playset of Mind Goblins is like 44 cents. And the full sticker set is like $1.80 or something as of recording this. I could be wrong, I forget. But truthfully, that makes Mind Goblin like a fairly priced card. The card's very good, actually. We just saw a Turbo Muxus list do pretty well at our second event, which we had 22 people at, by the way. So we are continuing to grow and thrive. But anyway, I'll talk more about that at some point, I'm sure. Stickers and attractions, you gotta price them. You gotta. This is contrary to what I've said earlier. It's because we're changing things, because we are improving and getting better, and I was not smart earlier. I don't expect more changes to pricing. Snowlands, I don't think will ever become free, and that's really the only thing that could change in regards to what we do or do not price. So keep that in mind, Goblin enjoyers, especially Mind Goblin enjoyers, but that will not affect this list. I will start getting deck lists out as soon as possible. You're going to just have to trust that I'm not going to adjust them with metagame choices in mind. Like, I forget who... You just got to trust me on this one. But I've just kind of been backlogged, and I haven't had a chance to finalize some of those, so I'm going to knock that out and get deck lists out. So if you do want to not submit your bracket until you see all the deck lists, I'll make sure that the deck lists are all live before we upload the first video. Or I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll get at least the deck lists. Yeah, I guess I do just have to get deck lists out before the first video goes live. So I'll work on that, and I'll get that to you guys in the next couple days. Okay. You guys just saw me pondering and deciding to hold myself vaguely accountable. So you saw it here first. Anyway, the next matchup will be Esper Miracles. This is actually one of the decks I have to edit. I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to have prismatic endings in it. I think we talked about that in one of the deck decks. I just haven't had a chance to go back and do it. So I'm going to make edits that I think are correct, regardless of what path to the finals I think this deck might have. I'm just not going to be weird about it, is kind of my plan. And anyway, I don't think you would bring in prismatic endings here anyway, because they will be playing against... Mono Black Midrange. This is my buddy Corey's list. He's very excited about it. It's Hymn to Turok, Packrat, I forget if it's Cabal Therapy or Inquisition, and there's Desecration Demons in it, which hit very hard. On the other side of the bracket, we have, drumroll, Blue-Red Delver. Probably should have included a red card in the graphic, but I did not. It's Delver, Young Pyromancer, Dragon's Rage Channeler, and then Efficient Interruption and Interaction. This list is going to be coming to us from Everett, so thank you, Everett. That'll be squaring off against Martyr Proc. This one, I'm going to have to get an updated list from Will, because Dominaria Remastered is affecting it. What's that bad enchantment where you get to win the game if you have 50 life or something? Will is in the comments right now, like, Dominaria Remastered shook up a lot of things. We got a lot of nice reprints and a lot of nice discounts on some cards, which I think I'm actually going to make a video talking about just that, because I'm really excited. There's a lot of new archetypes. But Martyr Proc gets a new toy in an enchantment that has the Felidar Guardian effect. Basically, if you have a certain amount of life on your upkeep, you get to win the game. I think Will's going to be trying a couple of those, so I'll probably grab his updated list. Just because that's how the deck is now. It's January 16th, and that is how we're doing it. Anyway, the last matchup will be Asmo Food. This list is not finalized. My roommate Andrew's working on it. He has been testing between red, black, and Jund, I think. The Jund version being mostly red, splashing black and green really lightly. He doesn't quite know which is kind of his preferred version going forward, but we're going to get something finalized. Or not. We'll have at least a shell finalized. That's why we're putting this at the end, because he's still going to be tweaking it and figuring out what he likes. But you guys are just going to have to fill out your bracket with that in mind. I'm not a corporation. I don't have to be perfect. And that'll be up against Reanimator. Now, this was a late addition to the bracket. Originally, I was going to have Troll Worship, which, by the way, I will say, I do randomly pair these. These are not paired in a specific way in what I think will be like good or interesting matchups. They're not paired so that my pet deck has the best chance of winning. What I did is I assigned each deck a number 1 through 8 based on the order that I wrote it down in, and then when I was making the pairings, I used a random number generator. I generated an integer from 1 to 8 that hadn't been picked yet, and I filled it out through there. So originally Reanimator was going to be Troll Worship, and then I replaced it in the same slot in the bracket. And the reason I did that is because on Thursday we had a 22-person event. I played Troll Worship. I went like 1-2-1. It was not a good showing. I should have made a tournament report because I played against some weird decks. Maybe I'll still make that tournament report. But there were 2 Reanimator decks that went 3-1, or maybe one of them did better. I don't recall. They went at least X1. So we're gonna play the better deck. As much as I love Troll Worship, we're just gonna put the better deck in the bracket. It's been a long time, and we've not given Reanimator any love. Personally, I talk a lot of smack about Reanimator, but I got bodied by Simon in my first round with 4 Soul Guide Lanterns and a mainboard Wheel of Sun and Moon. So yeah, Reanimator's in the bracket. With that is our full bracket. I have filled out these areas in the graphic with like round 1 winner, round 2 winner, etc. So I'm going to make a Google form, and it's going to let you choose who you think the winner of each round will be. So like round 1 winner will have a drop down for goblins or 8 cast. Round 5 winner will have a drop down with more decks in it. It should be pretty intuitive, so I'll get that going in the Discord. I've not filmed a single game yet as of January 16th. We're going to have to coordinate. I'm hoping the first video can drop this coming weekend, but I'm actually starting to suspect that will not be the case. I think it'll be the weekend after. I will probably do some filler content this weekend, and by filler content, I mean awesome content. I'll probably make a video talking about Dominaria Remastered reprints, and I'll probably do a tournament report or 2 from last week, and I may not be able to play this week. So I think I'll do last week's tournament report and get that up to you guys. But here's the bracket. Feel free to discuss how you think it'll do without seeing deck lists, and I'll start trickling those out. Keep in mind, filling out a bracket will give you the chance to win a $30 budget vintage deck shipped to you in the mail, continental US only, probably. I don't know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Any questions, just shoot a message in the Discord. I'll probably make an announcement about that. That's really all I got for you guys. So let me know what you think about the bracket. I'm excited to see. Oh, you know what? One more announcement while I'm here. This will probably get its own video, but we are going to start doing a Brew of the Month competition in the Discord. The way that's going to work is we're going to have a card or cards that we're going to encourage you to build around. People will submit their deck lists built around that card, and then a combination of power-hungry mods and the community will vote on which deck they think is their favorite. I'm not sure if we're going to do best or favorite yet. It may be a combination. And each month someone will win. This first month, if you win, you're going to get free entry into the league at Monster Games. So unfortunately, that's kind of a local-only prize. It's a $10 entry for a 6 or 8 week league. Maybe we'll think about what we would give to someone if they're not local, because if you live in Canada, you're probably not going to go to Kentucky to play every week. But that's our working idea. And our second month, we're planning on giving away free entry to the Win a Box or Win a Taiga tournament that we're doing, which again is a local prize. Might think about something to do for non-locals. I'll ponder that for a little bit. And additionally, the winner of each month will get a unique role tag in Discord as a Brew Master. So even if you don't live locally, it's something worth competing for. Simon typed up a really nice document on this that we're going to get out to the people, and I might even make a video announcing it officially. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in to $30 Budget Vintage. And if you're going to SCG Con Indianapolis February 3rd through 5th, keep your eyes peeled for us because we're going to be there. All right, guys, take it easy.